I sold my car in Carvana last night.
Well, that's cool.
No, you don't understand. It went perfectly. Real offer, down to the penny. They're picking it up tomorrow. Nothing went wrong.
So, what's the problem?
That is the problem. Nothing in my life goes as smoothly. I'm waiting for the catch.
Maybe there's no catch.
That's exactly what a catch would want me to think.
Wow, you need to relax.
I need to knock on wood. Do we have wood? Is this table wood?
I think it's laminate.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's close enough.
Car selling without a catch. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Social Media Derby, episode 131. We're going to chat all things Arsenal into the first Champions League final for 20 years. 4 points clear, or 5 points clear, should I say, of at the top of the Premier League. So we've got Io and Razor in the building. Rhys will join a little bit later when we talk about Chelsea suffering. But before we get into the pod, for those watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, share if you can. And for those listening on the podcasting platforms, please follow, give us a 5-star review. I think this is going to be a happier pod, at least until Rhys joins in a little bit. But still, the views expressed in the pod are just for entertainment purposes and do not reflect real opinions of any affiliated person or organisation. Just banter. How you, man, doing? I'm guessing good?
Brother, 24, yeah. That Tuesday to Wednesday might be in the greatest 24 hours in a very long time. To be fair, my life, bro. Like, those 24 hours were great, man. It was. I generally never thought I'd be emotional, but I remember when North London Forever was ringing out after the final whistle, I felt something in me. I said, "This is actually a great feeling." I never thought those days would come, but that was it's been a good week.
Yeah, I can imagine Razor.
I thought getting to the Champions League final was a miracle, but we've just heard Io say something positive about Arsenal. So, signs and wonders. Signs and wonders. What are you doing? What are you doing?
That shit was great, man. I can't even. Yeah, there's no negativity to be found because even if I wanted to try find it, just actually the only negativity is like if we do win it, there's no Ethan medal. But you can't have everything in life. Can't have everything.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask some questions to try and see if we can get you to show that negative side a little bit, because otherwise it wouldn't be too fun for me. But let's get into the Arsenal side. Yeah, obviously into the first Champions League final for 20 plus years. I think 2006, right? Barcelona. You're into the final. We know that you're going to play PSG as well, so it's the rematch from the semis last season. And I don't know if you, man, saw the Bukayo Saka quotes at the end. I think that's what he meant, right? When he was talking like, we know who you want to face in the final. I don't think he gives a shit about Harry Kane, by the way. So people out there saying it was a Harry Kane thing, I was like, you don't understand. That side of Bukayo Saka that I quite like. He's definitely wants his get back. So you got PSG in the final. I don't know. We'll talk about that game a little bit after, but obviously let's talk about the Atletico Madrid game. It finished 1-0. Saka with the goal late in the first half. There wasn't too much going on really in terms of like big events. I think Arsenal managed the game pretty well. There was the Nepo baby chance, you call him, Io. Simeone had that chance where Saliba makes a bit of a mistake, and then Gabriel comes back and manages to just toe the line and make a good block. But yeah, I think you're quite lucky that it fell to him because he's rubbish. And if that fell to Griezmann, Alvarez or Lookman, I feel like all three of them may have done better. But yeah, that was the big chance. There was Simeone was crying a little bit about that Griezmann penalty, but there was the foul before it, right? So I don't really know what he's chatting about. I think you guys managed it well. 1-0 ends, 2-1 on aggregate. We'll ask you first. What did you make of the game? And were you surprised to see MLS get the call up again in midfield? Because he obviously played against Fulham as well. Zio cut out. We'll throw it to you then, Razor. What did you make of it, bro? And were you surprised to see MLS come into the midfield?
I don't think I was like surprised about MLS coming into midfield. I was surprised that Arteta gave him the trust, I guess, to do that job, because he's a player. That's his natural position, I think, or closer to his natural position anyway. So yeah, I think it was very, very good to see that, and it was very like heartwarming. And as you can see, Ayo's not moving right now. Oh, he's gone. But as you can see from his tagline, a lot of the Arsenal fan base were really calling out for that when it came to MLS. So yeah, very, very pleased overall with it. And I think there were some big individual performances in that overall like sort of like game as well.
Yeah. We just before you froze, and I should have got a screenshot of it, man. I did a bad job hosting there. That was my bad. But I was asking about MLS. He's gone again. This guy. We thought he had a comeback with his internet, but it's literally just disappeared. But let's chat, Razor, about the big performances then, because there'll be some, and I will discuss it in a little bit from my side. That will probably get Johns punching walls up in Beijing. But who did you think were the big performers in this game on the Arsenal side, anyway?
Yeah, I think like in midfield, like Miles and Declan both had like pretty like solid games. I think at the back, like in terms of like our keeper and our centre backs, like they didn't have a lot to deal with in terms of that. But I think when they did have stuff to deal with, bar like Saliba's moment of madness, which led to that chance, the Nepo baby chance, as you put it. I think we were generally okay. There were a couple of lapses of concentration, but I was pleased with the way the defenders played. Yeah, I think Saka looked really, really like good. Just like returning to like duty and just being that spark and leading the line, really. For me, though, I was really impressed with Gyökeres. I was really, really impressed by the Gyökeres game that he had. I think he absolutely bullied. They called him a flat track bully, and he was bullying the centre backs. He was getting in the channels. He was getting in between them. He was being a nuisance. And he won a lot of those little bitty free kicks that you hate to give away when you're a team that's chasing the game. Do you know what I mean? Basically buying us time, buying us space. So I thought he had a really good game. Couple chances that I feel like he probably should have hit the target, at least test the keeper. Do you know what I mean? But
he missed the sitter. But yeah,
the miss was bad. That was a bad.
The miss was bad. The miss was bad. But I can when the miss comes in a game like that, where he's working his ass off, and it's like you got to run to stretch to reach the. Like I can have some leeway. I would like to see my striker bury it, but I'm not gonna stone him. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, let's see if we're third time's a charm and we can actually your internet will survive this,
bro. I'm so sorry about that.
Were you happy and surprised to see MLS start? Because he obviously did start in that Fulham game, but this is a big call for Arteta to make. Back-to-back games, Atletico, second leg. Were you surprised and happy that Arteta made that call?
Was I happy? Was I happy, Antony? This is something I've been calling since the 1st of January, brother. This has been the most long overdue change for the team we've needed. But was I surprised? I was so surprised. I thought he was definitely going to go back to like what he knows best and like would go back to Zubimendi. And I was nervous about it. But I think, honestly, I was glad. I think it gives me more faith in Arteta that maybe if when he knows he's done wrong, he can adjust, because I think he persisted with Zubimendi, and I think we knew how bad he was. It's not. Honest to God, I swear, I said it. I think I don't know if I said to our group chat or another group chat. I think by minute 30 of this Atletico Madrid game, I'm pretty sure MLS had played more forward passes in 1.5 games than Zubimendi has played in the last 3 months. I swear to God. It made me so happy, bro. And he just broke the lines. And it's not about hating on Zubimendi, but when we were so deprived, I don't think we realized there was a pass he did, and he played it out to, I think, Saka on the right wing. And it was so simple. But MLS, he just picked the ball, and his first thought was like, "I'm gonna go forward," and I was like, "This is exactly what we need." There was no dilly-dallying on it. Like sometimes people say he takes risks when he might get tackled because he wants to kind of maybe dribble, but I'm just like, he does so much more on the ball than Zubi, I think. And there's a chance in the box where he just holds off the right back. I think it might have been Llorente. He holds off, like he's in the box, he just holds him off, shields it, and puts a great ball into the back post, and no one's there. And I was like, it's just that kind of ability that we've just been missing, and it made me so I was so glad I didn't like go revert back to kind of safety and just said, this is actually my best team right now. Go out and do it and play. And yeah, no, I was glad. I was very, very glad my doubts were kind of quelled for the last 2 games, thankfully.
Limited just for the last 2 games. But no, MLS, he's going to do that, though, because he tries stuff on the ball. He's a risk taker, whether it's with the passes, breaking through the lines, or whether it's driving with the ball. So he's going to have moments where he gets his pocket picked or he doesn't make a pass. But you want someone in that midfield. And I think the bonus was shifting Declan Rice back a little bit, and getting his ability to like screen the defense so that they didn't have many counter-attacking chances where I felt like you guys were under serious threat. When some other matches where when Zubi's been the 6, I'm sorry, if you get countered on, that is the one area where Zubi will get mashed up if he's the deepest midfielder. So I don't know. I just feel like it works for the midfield definitely at the moment to have Rice a little bit deeper and then Skelly in the midfield kind of driving a bit more.
And the thing as well, I think having Calafiori as well just helps MLS so much because they can just basically interchange because they basically have done that for the last year, basically. So having Calafiori, Rice, and MLS, because obviously Ricky just goes, you see that man in the box on the right wing if he wants to be. Like that man.
He's a renegade, bro. Yeah. He's a renegade.
That's what he wants. But I think it helps MLS because the MLS can just like his position. Obviously, he's played left back now for so long. So I think he's comfortable there. So I think this gives them freedom, so they can just interchange a lot more. Like the fluidity is just, I think it just works better, and like the harmony. Like if it was FIFA Ultimate Team, that green chemistry line is just everywhere. Like MLS, it's just a bright green. With Zubi, it's like a yellow. You know what I mean? Like it's there, but it's just not. It hasn't moved me, and since January I said it. Like Zubi just hasn't been the player that I think we expected. But obviously, like, yeah, it's still early in his career at Arsenal. It's not like you can't like relegate him to being like Deadwood. But yeah, I think MLS definitely shows him and Rice, I think, just work a lot better than Zubi and Rice.
Yeah, probably just a chemistry thing. And then let's talk Gyökeres because obviously we've got our part-time Beijing, part-time Burnley boy who's been losing his rag in the group chat about my literal brother from another mother losing his mind about Gyökeres after Fulham. This match was one where you can go mad in the group chat because I totally agree with what Razor said. And I said it, I think, after the first leg in Atletico, where I think he had an equally really impressive game where he was just battling the defenders, but he was actually doing it really successfully. And he was making runs and he was like getting the team up the pitch with a lot of his kind of play. And I have to give also a big credit to, even though he didn't do much with the ball in an attacking sense, Trossard actually seemed to understand the assignment a little bit with trying to play the ball over the top and down the channels because he played at least like 3 or 4 balls in like a really short space of time that just relieved the pressure. Gyökeres did his thing against the centre back or right back, whoever he was fighting, and it just worked. It was cash money every single time. So the miss was stinky, but at the same time, all of his good play, it didn't really matter. He had a really good game, and if he can do that in big games like that or just regularly in the Premier League, he'll definitely become I think the striker that you guys were imagining you were going to get when you signed him from Sporting. Maybe not like reaching the heights with the goals, because I don't know if you can translate that apples for apples from Portuguese league or whatever it's called, Liga NOS or whatever it's called to the Prem, but he'll be very, very useful and get a good amount of goals. I thought he was really good. He was probably your best attacker. I think Saka was doing a lot in the first half. But I think Gyökeres managed to maintain it into the second half, and he was getting you guys the yardage up the pitch. So no, I thought he had a really good game. And if he can do that again in this little run-in, 3 games in the Prem and the final, then I think you've got a chance. So yeah, this is the one to lose your rag and start asking for retractions on, more so than the Fulham game, I think. But yeah, no, I thought he had a great game. Let's get to the thing that might get you in a slightly more contentious mood, Io. Arteta, we've talked players. How much credit for getting you in the first final forever and actually looking like favourites in the Premier League? Because he's made big calls, putting MLS into midfield, bringing in Calafiori to left back, shuffling a few players around for different games. Do you think he actually deserves a bit of credit for getting you guys out of what looked like another bottling and putting you on the edges of winning the first Champions League ever and getting the Premier League? You're on mute, broski.
I feel like the thoughts in my head and then what was about to come out my mouth were like battling with each other. Pause. But it was you've got as much, I don't think I'm gonna be like the biggest Arteta fan, but you have to give him credit. And yeah, as I said, like seeing the atmosphere, like the Emirates, like honestly with the parade, like not the parade, but literally them coming into the stadium, like the crowds, that looks amazing. And I was someone that obviously the atmosphere I critiqued before, like the other day against Bournemouth and stuff, and I was like, so it was good to see that. So I think that's definitely takes credit for that. I think I saw he's going to get a new contract anyway. But for me, obviously, I don't know. There's things. The part of me I don't like. I don't like is the fact he has favourites, which I think you can tell. But him benching one of his favourites in Zubi, I think that tells me even he knows sometimes you need to put that stuff to the side for the betterment of the team. So I think that shows growth, and that's what we can ask for with a person is growth and learning from your mistakes. Because I think everyone knew. Like I personally said, I've said Zubi should have been benched a long time ago. Like, am I happy it happened now? And maybe it happened at the right time. Maybe Arteta knew this was the plan all along, which I don't. I've seen people trying to give credit for, which I don't think was the case. But I think it just worked out this way. But no, I think you got to give him credit. Like honestly, as an Arsenal fan, it's been 20 years since. Yeah, like to feel, as I said, like it's happiness. It's like the first week as an Arsenal fan where I actually felt just happiness. It's like just
so sad. That's so sad.
But tell me, like to feel like there's nothing bad coming around the corner, even if like obviously we might lose, God forbid we lose, but to feel this positive about no, I'm saying, but to feel this positive about opportunities, like seeing us win, seeing the celebrations, seeing like the cohesion, like seeing Saka, obviously, like Saka just looks so happy with like Arteta, and like you can see the team, the togetherness, the Emirates was like buzzing, like honestly, seeing like the buses coming to the stadium, like Arsenal hasn't had that. Like that's not something that you kind of associate with Arsenal, and like we always get mocked for being cringy, but it just felt so kind of. This one felt organic. Like I think obviously with the Bournemouth stuff, like bring your lunch, bring all that bollocks. That felt like you're trying to force something there. But this one just felt like this was organic, this was natural. And I gotta give him credit for that, because obviously he's brought the Arsenal fans feel the most confident that we can actually compete against the big dogs. And yeah, man, like you can't fault the record in the Champions League. What is it? We conceded 9 goals or something stupid like that? Like
6, I think.
6, that's just obscene. The Twitter fan was in 6 goals. You got to give him credit for that. Obviously, he's made us solid. So, to sum it all up, yes, I do give Arteta credit. I will. What do you call it? I'll put the gun down. I'll put the gun down. I'll give. If we get to parade, will I be singing Super Mick Arteta? There's a very high chance I'll do that in my shirt around the top of my head. So will I be a hypocrite? Most likely, but who cares? Who cares as long as there's a trophy to be celebrated?
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, there's whatever time it is in Beijing right now, Jonty's smiling in his sleep because this is probably the Gyökeres prop, and you running back your Arteta thing even like a smidgen is what he's been fucking yelling for on this pod for the last 3 months. So I hear it. I mean, Champions League final, where you are in the league, you'd have to be a right, insert whatever swear word in to be like negative now, right? You have to be.
It would take some doing. It wouldn't surprise me if I was. It'd take some doing. But no, I can't even. If I wanted to find negativity, as I said, it'd be too hard to find. I can't. There's nothing to be negative about. And like the thing is, like we've got a good chance. Like PSG, I think people are saying like, I don't know if I'll talk PSG later, but yeah, like I'm not. They're a scary team, but like it's a 1 game final. Anything can happen. So you know,
yeah, it's not impossible. Come on, man. We're gonna talk Chelsea later, and they're a good example of playing PSG in a final, being a big underdogs, and coming away with the trophy at the end. We'll forget how shit they've been afterwards, but we'll just focus on that part for you guys. Razor, well, before we wrap up the Arsenal part, big 3 points as well at home to Fulham. You're now 5 points clear because City, depending on who you listen to or what content provider you watch, either kind of bottled it or they had like a glorious draw. But it's put you 5 points ahead either way. 3 points against Fulham. Thinking about the Premier League, are you confident now? Do you think you're in pole position for the title?
Being confident about Arsenal is difficult for me, but I feel the same level of confidence that I have felt consistently throughout this, which I've said, like, I think we will win. Like, once you got through a certain point, I feel like we have a good chance to win. I didn't expect it to happen in that way. Like, we got the points against Fulham. I was like, do you know what I mean? And then, I did not expect that to be the game or a game where City dropped points. So confident, optimistic, blessed. These are all words. They could all describe how I feel currently. Yeah. I think I think the performance was. I think this one, Saka was really good. Like he was killing people on that right wing. I think it was Jimenez that I think TT said he was making him breakdance or some shit, which I found hilarious on Monday Night Football. But he absolutely sent him to the shops. And Saka had, I think he was decent against Atletico, but I think he was the big standout performer in that Fulham game because he just, even a goal, took it really well. Big performance. I think Fulham were absolutely cheeks. Don't know why. I think Leno was something else. But doesn't really matter, does it? You still got to win. LNFC. That's why.
Bro, basically. Arsenal versus Arsenal reserve, basically.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
No reserves.
That team was literally Arsenal fans. But the same thing with Razor though. Same with Razor. Like, I don't even, until I actually see the trophy in our hands, I don't believe we're gonna win it till then. Like, all this mathematics and saying or seeing the C next one name on the table. Until I actually lift it, I just won't believe it. I just have
it like he's gonna lift the trophy, you know.
Yeah.
No, but actually, my only big concern is the fact, when it comes to if we get there, we lifting it. It's who's lifting it, because that's what's going to change everything in the world. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Saka will lift the trophy.
No, Odegaard's going to.
He's a respectful young man, so he might.
No, it will be.
No.
It's definitely what Razor's saying. It's like when we won the FA Cup that time, and Harry Maguire was still the captain, but him and Bruno lifted it because Maguire was on the bench or not even playing properly most of the time. They kind of joint lifted it. That's what's going to happen. You can't let Odegaard lift the trophy when he's been on the sideline for most of the season. That is. You'd have him do it with someone else.
In all the pictures on Getty that are going to come out after the win, bruv, and all the guys the first picture on Getty now, because it has to be so.
Look at the things that you're concerned with.
It's a good thing to be concerned with.
Starboy's taking our first Prem in how many years, and look at the things that you're concerned with.
Because I want Starboy is the one that's taking us there, bro. Starboy is the one that suffered through he deserves it, fam. That's why I swear that man deserves it, bro. Like, that brings me joy for him. So God willing, it's him. That's what we can hope for.
Yeah. Let's see, man. Big weekend this weekend coming up. Obviously, you lot have got West Ham on Sunday. We'll talk through the predictions a bit later. And City have got double game week, haven't they? They've got at home to Brentford and at home to Palace. Which big up Palace. They're in the Conference League final. Talking of Conference Leagues, Rhys is just joining as well. But yeah, they're in the final. We've got Villa in the final of the Europa Leagues as well. So yeah, man, it could be England winning all of the European trophies. That would be something. But yeah, let's talk United. Bro, it's, like, you know what?
Everything,
you know who. Bro, you know who can hold that is that guy, Guillem Balaguer. Back in the day when Spain, like Real Madrid, Barcelona were killing it, that guy was so smug on like all the broadcasts about how good Spain are and like English football is shit and like we think we're better than we are. He can hold that. If English teams win every single European trophy,
crazy.
Yeah, I may break. I may break my my Twitter ban, self-imposed Twitter ban, and send him a bit of abuse on that day. But yeah, let's talk United and Liverpool. Big game in terms of the names, anyway. Both of us had Champions League pretty much wrapped up. We've now confirmed it with the win, 3-2. First half, we absolutely battered them. We should have been 3-4-0 up. We absolutely hammered them. And I was quite surprised because I thought they'd be a bit more up for it. But yeah, they were terrible, man. And we should have had a few more goals than we did. Obviously, the Sesko goal, we'll chat about that in a little bit, was contentious, could have been ruled out for handball. Second half, Carrick makes another half-time change like he did against Brentford, this time taking off Sesko for Ahmad. And pretty much the first thing Ahmad does is give the ball away to Szoboszlai. And Szoboszlai runs through the like 3 or 4 of our players and nice finish. And yeah, then the madness occurs for like 25 minutes or so. We let them score again. Our goalie, first big mistake he's made, to be fair, in the United shirt. Really poor kind of pass out from the back. Kem's favourite player scores. Gakpo scores 2-2. And then, yeah, it becomes just absolute madness. I don't think Liverpool really had any big chances to win it afterwards. We still kind of looked a bit more threatening than they did. And then, yeah, Kobbie Mainoo scores with a beautiful finish on the edge of the box, I think on like the 78th minute or so, and we see out the win. So, yeah, man, really happy. I'm kind of annoyed that we didn't absolutely put them to bed, because after that first half, we should have been talking about 4s, 5s, some of the stuff they've done to us when we've been really down bad and they've been in their pomp. But typical United, we had to make a meal of it, but we still got the win, and it's quite sweet that Kobbie Mainoo got the goal as well. He obviously signed his contract extension a few days beforehand, got a new chant from the fans. So yeah, Kobbie's up right now. So yeah, man, happy days. We've got Champions League now. I still think, sadly, they're still going to get Champions League. I would have loved it even more if they didn't get Champions League because of this. But the good news is, I did read somewhere that, and I think Kem shared it in a group chat, that they're going to renew Klopp. Not Klopp, they wish, Slot, for a few more years. So that's the beauty and benefit of this. So yeah, man, happy days. 3-2 to us. We're 6 points clear now in third. I think we'll probably get third. And yeah, not too bad a season all round. And I think Bruno Fernandes won the Football Writers Award today as well, or was announced. So yeah, man, United are up right now.
Disgrace.
The amount of journos that didn't vote for him crying now for Declan Rice is pretty crazy. But you know, game's a game, man. But yeah, what did you guys make of it? And especially that Sesko handball, because quite a few Scousers were obviously crying about that afterwards. Do you think it should have been disallowed? Ayo?
It's when you see the replay and you see the ball move, like, yeah, because obviously it's not like he doesn't push it into the goal, but obviously if it doesn't touch his fingers, I don't think it's getting in unless it touches his chest, kind of thing. So, and based on what you've seen, like given and like disallowed, then yeah, like, but it would have been very soft and kind of. I think the fact he needed that many camera shots, I guess, to see it was the problem. And like it wasn't a given. But now you guys, like you said, you guys dominated that first half. I thought it was going to get messy. But then that Ahmad mistake had me in tears. Because the passing, I think you guys have such a nice sequence as well to get out from that right wing. And he just had a simple pass to play across. And he just completely...
Such a bozo pass as well. It was so obvious that Szoboszlai was cutting that passing lane up. Like, it was so obvious. I don't know why. Honestly, that Amadaweke and all the banter memes that came out afterwards, he kind of deserves it, man. He's had a couple of stinkers in a row, like real stinkers. He's not had a good season overall, but he wasn't very good against Brentford, and he wasn't good in this game either.
I told you that Ivorian imbecile, he wanted to tweet about us, and now look at him. Look at his life. He's making big mess up. You're lucky Kobe saved you, bro.
Bravo.
When they shipped you out in the summer, remember what started it. You messed with the wrong people. I told you. That's all I have to say.
I think you love that.
Bro, the tweet's his highlight of the season. The tweet is his highlight of the season, bro. I love it. That was his. I mean, the shit for him. He scored a banger against Forest. To be fair, I think that's what I can remember most about his season is that banger against Forest and the tweet against you, man, after we beat you in at the Emirates. That's which stinks for a player who people were calling all kinds of different things last season when he had a really good season. So yeah, man, it was bad. But you're right. It should have been messy. We absolutely battered them in the first half, and the chance to be able to actually... Yeah.
They could have ran you over the second half. There was like 20 minutes where they were just on you, and you guys looked completely disheveled. Like,
it was all our errors, though, bro. It was all our errors, though. That's the problem. I mean, if you take away those two goals, I can't really remember them having any chances. But it just looked bad. Like we were all over the place. We lost shape. Casemiro was on the right wing. Kobe was over here. It was all over the place. It was not what you want. But I think we just caught a bit of life because, to be fair, if they had, you know, the attackers that Liverpool have had recently in that kind of scenario, it could have got messy for us too. But I think we just got very lucky that they had Gakpo, Wirtz, who is fucking diabolical in that game. They just had bozos there. So we got lucky for that. But yeah, man.
He's looking bad, man. Words, man. That just doesn't look like a good... That sign is looking like a lot of wasted money. That is a sunk cost at this moment. Because that is 120 M's on him and he does not impact the game in any way or form. Like, yeah. Like Ozil, at least, you can say he's lazy, but Ozil would make a killer pass at least once. Not once in a while. Ozil would make a killer pass at least once a game.
Frequently,
exactly. Wirtz has zero impact on how that game turns out. He's not a presence there. He's not silky on the ball. He has no confidence. You can see it. He just looks like a completely lost player, and I don't know what they're gonna do. Obviously they got to keep him and like ride him out. Pause. But like there's only some. He just doesn't look like a good footballer for some reason, which is surprising because he did look amazing. That Bundesliga tax is real clearly.
German Grealish is what he's giving me the vibes. It's just running around, doing little flicks and tricks and stuff, but it's not even moving you from a technical perspective. Like some of the stuff I've seen online about people trying to give him a bit of life and talk about he's silky this and silky that. He's not, man. I'm not seeing this silk anywhere. He's German Grealish, bro. He's trying to be silky. He's trying to put it on, but there's not much coming. There's no end product. So you're just, what are you watching? Just a guy running around with his socks down, basically. like with a stupid haircut. He's not doing anything, man. So yeah, they've got a big summer, and it'll be interesting to see how they approach it. If they're going to just throw money at things again and just waste money in a very Man United way or Chelsea way, which we'll throw it to Rhys in a minute. But yeah, they've got problems, and I love it, bro. I love it. There's nothing I prayed for more when we were suffering in that fucking Woodward Dunya before, when we were buying fucking shit players for almost hundreds of millions. And I saw them buying fucking Wijnaldum for peanuts and Robertson for peanuts and all of this laptop shit. Now these guys are not laptops anymore. They're not. They don't know how to use laptops. They're just throwing money at everyone, and I love it, man. They're shit, man. Like we can't deny it. They're I saw the table. They're definitely in that top tier of worst champions ever. And it's just I wish Rhys. I know it's not your fault, bro, but I have to blame someone. If Chelsea just fucking did their job properly, Liverpool wouldn't be in this Champions League situation, and we could all laugh together at them. But yeah, man. Rhys, what did you make of the game? You guys obviously got to play Liverpool this weekend. What did you make of the 3-2 win for United?
Seemed a bit chaotic in the second half. I do think United did have a lot of chances. Maybe to put the game to bed, but in the end, I think you did let Liverpool back in. That's what it did kind of seem like with the Gakpo goal. I think was it Lamens. But yeah, the boy Kobe, what a finish! Props. That was his revenge arc. Is it's looking pretty cool. But I think in all, you got the job done, and then there's another 3 points and on the way to Champions League, which can't say the same for some of us, mainly me. And then you say about doing our jobs. I just want to say, I think we were stuck with 48 points for 2 months, bruv. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like we went on holiday or something.
Yeah. Mid-season break, man. You might have gone to Dubai.
But no, we had our own winter break. It would seem, because how you don't pick up a single point in 2 months is it needs to be studied. But yeah, we don't need to talk about that. Yeah, I'm out of office anyway, so I don't need to get into too much. I was just here to you. Not too long. Obviously, Arsenal made the Champions League final. That's a big talking point. Oh God. Anyway,
man tried to run the subject back.
Anything with Chelsea. It was a good game. Do you know what it is? I just think Man United need to kind of be a bit more structured in terms of maybe defensively, and because I do think they are a bit leaky still. And they can let teams back into games. So I just think if that's like, if Carrick can work on that, but I think he will, because it looks like he's going to get the job. So I think he deserves with this group, and then kind of go from there. But it looks like you're doing all right.
Yeah, I agree, man. Our defense is definitely an issue. I saw some stuff talking about how we need obviously midfield is the big talking point right now for us and for a lot of big teams at the moment in the Prem. But I definitely think we need definitely a left back with more games. Luke Shaw's not going to be able to keep this up. We know he's been at United for 11 seasons, and I don't think he's averaged more than 20 games a season. So next season, when we've got more games, he's not going to be able to cope with it. So we definitely need a left back. And I think depending on what's going on with De Ligt, who has just done his own Malacia impression where he's disappeared from the face of the earth for like 6 months. We need to think about maybe a centre-back as well. Because, we've got a bad habit of getting loads of injuries at centre-back. Sandro either injured or suspended, obviously with the hair pull at the moment. De Ligt, like I mentioned. Maguire's picking up niggling injuries. we'll be left to just Heaven and Yoro, which I'm happy with Heaven, but yeah, Yoro's been shaky at parts this season, so you probably want another centre back in there. So yeah, we've conceded way too many goals, and apart from that second goal, which is 100% a Lamon's mistake, like a lot of the goals are goals that kind of not much the keeper can do about it. It's just better defending in front of him. So we definitely need to think about that. Obviously, you man know what I think about Dallo as well. So if I was greedy, I would try and get it right back as well. But I don't think we've got unlimited funds. So yeah, man, big summer. I do think Carrick's going to get the job. There's still people out there trying to do the Luis Enrique dream bollocks. That's not happening. Let's be real. And yeah, the other options are Iriola or someone like that. And I think, considering what Carrick's done, I think they'll just stick with him. So let's see what he does. We'll need to improve that midfield as well, because Casemiro leaving, that goal output, I think he's got 9 Premier League goals. We're gonna need to replace them goals, man.
Yeah, just something about Casemiro there. He's hilarious, bro. I'm sure he was playing second striker for at least up until the 75th minute. This guy refused to play centre.
And he should have scored. And he should have scored as well. He had a header on the plate. He should have scored it.
Bro, I was watching his position. I was like, this guy is right next to Shesko, bro. Like, he refuses to. Kobe's just there roaming by himself, being out overrun. And Casemiro was just not tracking back whatsoever. Just said, I'm playing up top from now on, bro. But he's I think he must be one of your top goal scorers, to be fair. So I can't actually fault the man at the moment. So, but yeah, crazy discipline for some of his experience to just go rogue like that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to him, this season he hasn't done that much. Like, his goal output is mostly from headers and stuff, which are quite structured. But yeah, in that Liverpool game, for that 20, 25, 30 minutes, he was just, you couldn't pin him down. He was all over the place. So yeah, but whoever they get in midfield to partner Kobe, all the talk is of someone a bit more defensive, a bit more positionally sound. That's why they've been trying to chat about Anderson at Forest, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And then now, obviously, Tchouaméni was the big one who's been linked, and might be possible considering what's going on at Real Madrid right now. But yeah, he definitely had a mad one, Casemiro. But I don't blame him, man. Last hurrah. People have been chatting shit on his name throughout, for a large chunk of the time while he's been in the Prem. And I think he's done all right, all things considered. So yeah, let's see how it goes. All right, let's go on to Chelsea then. Sorry, Rhys, we've got to do it, bro. It's just the running order. Yeah, man, disappears. The suffering, and it's fair, man. Rhys is such a nice guy as well. And what he just said, 2 months, no points.
Don't pity him, brother. What do you mean?
Come on, man. Look at, man, he's not even showing his screen. He's not even showing his face on the screen,
I came
bro.
back into the thing in my hats. Oh, look. You're feeling sorry for Chelsea fans. Look what you're doing to the world.
I feel bad for the hat as well, man.
This is how it's meant to be.
No sympathy. Reappearance. World champs, gold badge. Remember all that stuff he was saying?
Gold badge. Exactly. We missed our oligarch.
Exactly. This is karma, just desserts. Let him in and try to give pity to a Chelsea fan. Crazy, man.
3-1 home defeat to Nottingham Forest. Man, they lost 3-1 at home to Nottingham Forest. I don't even know if that was their B team. I didn't recognise half the man that played in that game for Forest. They got the dub. Awanihi with a header. Big him up as well after his big injury back end of last season. I liked seeing him score that goal. And then, yeah, bro, it was madness. Penalty, they scored. Then Cole Palmer gets a penalty. He misses. Then, yeah, the third goal goes in the second half. And then to wrap it all up, João Pedro scores like one of the goals of the season, but it means fuck all because you've lost 3-1. So, yeah, crazy game, man. Yeah, Rhys, I know you're just finished at this point, but we need some analysis from you, bro. 6 defeats in a row. I don't think any of the top 6 teams. I know we don't really talk about Tottenham or City, but I don't think anyone's done that. So you've broken that record. How are you feeling, bro?
Good. I mean, got nothing left. I mean, it's bad. We're in the mud, man. Just when you thought there wasn't any lower than rock bottom you could go, Chelsea have managed to find that 2 levels deeper pause. And we're just getting worse, man. I think that game kind of showed me that there was so many things about that game as well. Just, mate, we're in the mud. I think it just showed me that these players kind of turn up when they want, play football when they want. If you look at some of the goals, awful defending at the back post for the first goal. The penalty that was given was, just shows the petulance of this team. I don't know what Gusto was doing. It's awful defending from him. Like, so many games he's been slacking, like left, caught lacking at the back. That he's had. Am I here?
Nah, you're cutting out quite a bit, bro. You're barely. Man's cutting out a lot. Might need to go out and come back in, bro.
Yo.
Ant was there with a frozen. Why are we all muted? Ant was there with a frozen Rhys and 2 other black screens. We can hear you now.
Bro, your internet is going nuts. So I'm gonna have to do the rage bait Chelsea section for you while you sort out your internet.
My connection doesn't need to stop.
Yeah, definitely. You're on that IFS connection right now, and you've been intercepted because they're not allowing you to rant, man. But
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let me just quickly before I get cut off. I just think that it kind of showed like the players sort of play when they want, and just sort of awful defending at the back post.
Rhys thinks he's slick. He's doing this on purpose. He doesn't have to talk about Chelsea.
The second goal was particularly.
It feels like it. Feels like his like Chelsea. His internet turns up when it wants. Man's absolutely struggling for his life.
Nah, he's gassing, bro. I know he's gassing, bro. He's doing this. He don't have to talk about them. He thinks he's slick. This is a tactic, bro.
Yeah. Rhys is gonna have to go out and come back in, bro. Chelsea, their defending was poor, but I think we've also got to analyze some of the attackers as well. Cole Palmer was fucking terrible in this game, and I'm a fan of Cole Palmer, but
he needs surgery, bro. Yeah, that boy ain't good. That boy, he's lost it, man. That boy, he's either not fit or he was a one-season wonder.
I don't know. I don't think he's a one-season wonder, but he needs to get the surgery or whatever it is, because physically you can tell he can't approach it the same way he was in that first season. You can tell, like you know when Saka was rushed back from injury, and you could tell he just wasn't physically. You could tell he wasn't trying. He wasn't. Yeah, you could, but he's got to get the surgery, bro. He's not going to get picked playing like this. He's shit.
Yeah, it's true.
You shouldn't.
What's the point?
He's been a struggle. It's been a struggle,
bro. This World Cup year thing only works if you think you're a shoo-in to actually get on the plane. But think about who he's got Think about who he's got to go up against. Rodgers, Morgan Gibbs-White before he... Have you seen what happened to him, bro? He's got fucked up, man. Morgan Gibbs-White got mashed up, man. That was hard viewing yesterday when he went to get his boots on the bench, and I was like, God, please don't let him enter the field of play. Man's got 2 black eyes, got a massive scar on the front of his head. He was finished. He shouldn't have been even on the bench. But yeah, if he's recovered in time, Gibbs-White, Rodgers, obviously got Bellingham. You got a bag of men that are going to be on the plane before Palmer. I'm sorry, he's not going to get on the plane playing how he is. It's just like, go and get the surgery, man. Get yourself right, and then come back next season. He's going to get more World Cups.
He's a moments player, don't it? I think that's what they're banking on, bro. Like, he can turn up in a moment. So I think that's why, like, even as bad as he is, I wouldn't take him, but I feel like Tuchel could be like, at the last one, he scored the goal against Spain in the final. It's like, he might just have a moment. And so, but yeah, like, I wouldn't take him because he's been absolutely piss poor the entire season. But I think that's what everyone's banking on. Like, you'll see all the Gary Neville prop, you'll see all these pundits, but like, you've got to take him. You just can't leave him. Like, if he says he's fit, he has to be in the team type of thing. And then, yeah, it could be a detriment. But yeah, for some reason, I don't think he's getting that surgery unless he's guaranteed he's not getting on that flight. And until that squad comes out, he's just going to keep trying to persist saying he can still play. But I think him and Foden are the two that are going to be battling for that last spot, to be fair, depending.
God, what a bum fight, bro! What a bum fight. They're both like playing themselves off the plane. Every time I've seen Foden, he's been shit, and he's playing himself off the plane. And every time I've seen Palmer, he's somehow just as shit, if not worse. And they're both like, I don't know, just, you know, bring Alex Scott from Bournemouth or something. Fuck those two off and get someone who's actually playing well. You know what I mean?
They wanted to compare them to Bukayo.
Imagine. He's the only one that's still laughing at the moment, bro. The only one.
Yeah, but let's also not forget that Bukayo's had a pretty tough season as well. But if he turns it around and wins you the trophies, then that's all that will matter, right? But the difference is he's been actually out and injured, and these lot have still been playing some of the time and been absolutely shit. But yeah, Chelsea, it's looking rough, man. Like, I'm just looking at the table now. They're on the same points as Everton and Fulham. Like Rhys said, they haven't got a point in 2 months, but they're on 48 points in 9th. They're literally 3 points ahead of Newcastle in 13th and only 5 points ahead of Leeds and Palace in 15th. They're going to be saved by the bell in terms of being in Spurs territory of being in relegation contention. If the season was 5 games longer, like, no lie, they could be in that mix the way they're playing. They're losing to fucking everyone. So, yeah. Chelsea, man.
Yep. But you love to see it, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's wonderful to see. It's great stuff, isn't it?
It was us last season, so anyone not being us in that position, I'm all right with. And the fact Tottenham are down there still, when there were all their memes about who is it? My guy from SDS, Fuad, was talking about how, you know, next season after they beat us in the Europa, they're not going to see us. We're going to be still fighting down there, and they're going to be up near the top. And yeah, let's see how it goes. But let's go on to the preview then. We've obviously got game week 36. We've got City have double game week. So we've got an extra fixture to predict. But we obviously have a big 6 fixture as well. So it ends up being 6 games anyway. Yeah, a couple of man did not send in their scores in time. And one of them's at the top and one of them's at the bottom. So Johns has forgotten to send it again. Johns has forgotten it again. And Nash has also forgotten to send it as well. So yeah, they've got a race against the clock because they haven't got a Friday fixture, thankfully for them, but they've got a Saturday 12:30. So let's see, race against the clock for them, man. But yeah, we'll skip Johns then. Since Rhys is struggling with the internet, I'll just drop his scoring. So he's gone Liverpool 2-1 win against Chelsea in the first game that we're predicting. Ayo, what's your prediction in this one, Liverpool-Chelsea?
I've gone 2-1 as well to Liverpool.
All right, 2-1. Kem has gone 1-0 Liverpool. Razor, what's your prediction in this one?
I have gone 3-1 Liverpool in the battle of the cheeks.
Left and right. I've gone 2-0 Liverpool.
Magic City.
Yeah, mate. All right, Rhys, let's see. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm struggling. All right, he's still on mute. Let's see how that goes. All right, then. Sunderland, Man United. Yeah. Rhys, are you there, bro? What's your prediction for Sunderland, Man United? Give him a few seconds. No reaction. All right. Rhys has gone 2-1 Man United. What's your prediction in this one?
One second, so I get up. I have gone 2-1 United as well. God damn it, Rhys. Where's this copying, bro?
He's out of here, man. He's not with us. He's with us, but not with us. Kem has gone 3-2 Man United. Razor, what's your prediction in this one?
I've gone 2-1 United.
All right, that seems to be the popular score because I've also gone 2-1 United. My two favourite teams, man. Sunderland, come on, Brobby and them, man. All right, let's go on
call
to...
him what you want to call him, bro. Call him his real name, bro. Call him what you want to call him.
Brian. Bro, I love Brian, man. My guy, my striker. All right, Man City, Brentford. Relax yourself, bro. Man City, Brentford. Rhys has gone 3-1 City. What's your prediction in this one, City, Brentford?
Oh, we definitely got to change it. I've gone 2-1 to Man City.
All right, 2-1. Kem's gone 1-0 Man City. Razor, what's your prediction in this one?
We're back with the copium predictions. I didn't expect them to drop points at Everton. I did cope that they drop points at Brentford. And Everton has not changed my mind on that. I've gone 2-2.
All right. Gone for Desmond. It's possible, man. Igor Thiago, Coyote at right back. But I've gone 3-1 Man City. I think they'll get the win in the end. But I wouldn't be shocked, man. The thing is, man, we haven't talked about it, but that second half from City was fucking terrible, man. That was a capitulation. Gehi, Donnarumma flapping at corners. Yeah, it was bad. So it's possible. All right, let's go to West Ham Arsenal. What has Rhys predicted for this one? Rhys has predicted 1-0 Arsenal. Io, what's your prediction in this one?
I went with the boys. I've gone for 2-1 to the boys, Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Kem has gone 2-1 West Ham. Razor, what's your prediction in this one?
I nearly went 2-1 Arsenal. Cam's a prick. But I actually just continued the copium and I've gone 2-0.
All right, 2-0. I've gone 1-1. I don't really think it matters, man. Like I think this, if you win, you've won the league. But I think even if you draw, they've still got to go to Bournemouth, man. And I think they've got, obviously Brentford are in Champions League contention now because of Villa being in the Europa League final. And I think they've also got, the Bournemouth are obviously going for it as well. Palace have got Conference League. But yeah, I think even if you get a draw in this game, you're probably still favourites for the league. All right, let's go on to Spurs Leeds, the relegation battle. Rhys has gone 2-1 Tottenham. Io, what's your prediction in this one?
I've gone 2-2. Oh, but hopefully Leeds win. It's actually a game I don't mind getting wrong. If Leeds win. That's what I like.
Bro, Tottenham, man. We haven't talked of Tottenham either. They got a big win at Villa. Richarlison looking like a proper striker. De Zerbi's working magic, and now they're out of the bottom three. So yeah. Who knows? This and Leeds are kind of clear now, so the jeopardy for them, I'm a bit worried about that. If you want Spurs to go down, Leeds may be clear enough that they don't really give a shit. But Kem's gone 1-0 Tottenham. Razor, what's your prediction in this one?
2-1 Leeds. This week's predictions were sponsored by Copium.
I don't think it's crazy, bro. I don't think it's crazy at all. These are good, man.
These are good.
Especially recently. Yeah. Good striker as well. I've gone 2-2 in that one. All right, let's go on to the midweek game then. Man City Crystal Palace. Rhys has gone 2-0 Man City. Io, what's your prediction in this one?
I'm going 3-1 to City.
Okay, so you think they're going to get 6 points on these two? Kem has gone 2. Yeah. 2 home games. So they should get the wins, but City at home in some of these crunch games have been a bit disappointing. Kem's gone 2-0 Man City. Razor, what's your prediction in this one?
I've gone 3-1 City. I think Crystal Palace are going to be twerking points all over the gaff until the end of the season. And you know, like, fair enough, man. Like, they're in European Cup final. But we did see a bit of that last season, didn't we? Like, after the FA Cup, kind of. You know what I mean? I think they're just going to be slotting points out all over the gaff. I think we're going to benefit from it at some point. But yeah, that's my prediction.
Yeah, you've got Palace final day of the season, so I mean that one. I think that one's 3 days before the Conference League final. So yeah,
they're going to play the under 18s, under 16. Sorry.
Yeah.
Only hope.
Yeah, they're gonna definitely. And I saw some stuff also saying that if you, man, win the Champions League or the Premier League or something like that, they get 10 million from the Eze deal or something.
Here's you can't prove that.
Oh, man. It's all right, man. You're going against City. It's the one team where you don't have to worry about something dodgy. Even if you do something dodgy, they've got 114 more, pieces of dodginess that they've done. So you're blessed, bro. Don't worry.
I fear they may only have like 85 over us. But I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I've gone 2-1 Man City, so I think they will get 6 points as well. All right, so we've got all predictions in. Johnson, Nash, let's see if they beat the deadline, 12:30 tomorrow. I realized I didn't do the updated prediction league as well. So Johnson is first again. He's got 122 points and 18 correct scores. Rhys is in second with 121 and 22 correct scores. Io's in third with 113 and 16 correct scores. Kem is in fourth with 110 and 17 correct scores. Razor's in fifth with the same amount of points, but only 13 correct scores. So, yeah, hopefully, you know what? It would be great if Kem drops right down to the bottom of this prediction league. So that is my one goal for the 3 remaining game weeks that we have left.
That would be a sublime fall from grace,
bro. Inshallah, we pray. I'm in sixth with 105 points and 10 correct scores, and Nash is bottom with 86 points and 13 correct scores. Kem's back in the group in the chat. Where's Johns when you need him to ban him? But we'll allow him. But yeah. We'll wrap up the pod here. Great episode this week. We'll see how, the Premiership or the Premier League lands at the end of this double game week for City. Because by the next pod, it may not be officially wrapped, but you never know, man. You could be celebrating.
I told you until I see the trophy, until I see Saka, Bukayo lift that trophy, I don't believe it, bro. I don't believe it. Nothing is solidified until we see it. But yeah, hopefully some drop points over the next week. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, going for the cautious approach. But yeah, before we wrap up, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Drop us a like, leave a comment, and share the video. And if you're listening on the audio platforms, please follow us, give us a 5-star review, and also don't forget to tick the bell so you get a reminder and you get alerts when we're going live. Most of the time, we're pretty reliable, but you never know. We may have some emergency pods if there's some crazy results in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.